The defiance in the comments section can be palpable. Don't tell me to niche down. I want to make videos about whatever I want to make. I've got too many interests to niche down. I don't want to get stuck in a niche and then not be able to make videos about anything else. I totally get that. And at no time did I ever suggest that you have to make videos about only one niche. Let's talk about this. And I've got several points I want to make here, so I've written them down on a cue card. If you're new here, hi, my name is Rob. It's very nice to meet you. Thanks for stopping by. And if you're returning, then welcome back. So I make videos, try to convince people, or not convince, I'm not trying to convince people to start YouTube. I make videos to try to encourage people who are already considering starting YouTube channels to start, okay? I'm kind of documenting my own YouTube journey as I go and trying to show you that you can do what I'm doing, right? If you want to, okay? At no time am I suggesting that you have to do this or you have to do it a certain way. But I do give advice, typically in response to questions I get asked in the comments section. So one of the popular things you've probably heard over the course of watching YouTube videos is that you have to niche down. Niche down and run your YouTube channel like it's a business. All right? That's a good idea. It's not for everybody, but if you want to grow a channel fast, then niching down is a good idea. And running it like a business is a good idea. Another thing that I often hear is people saying, wow, they're making an awful lot of noise. Doing road work down there. I often hear people say, I don't want to run it like a business. I want to have fun with YouTube. Okay, have fun with YouTube. Do it like a hobby. You don't have to do it like a business at all. A lot of people do, but a lot of people don't. A lot of people do it as a hobby. But where the disconnect is, or comes in, is when people want to run it like a hobby, but earn business-like revenue from it. Okay? That's the disconnect. If you want to earn a good chunk of money doing YouTube, then you kind of have to do it with some thought. You can't just go about it all lackadaisical. Is that a word? You have to be intentional with everything that you do in your channel. And that includes picking a niche or somewhat of a niche or a couple of related niches, so to speak, okay? But now at the end of this video, I am going to tell you about one way you can do this very successfully without actually picking a specific niche. So there's my hook to get you to watch till the end of the video. So the thing about YouTube is that there's a lot of things to it. There's a lot of moving parts, and there's a lot about it that most people who do YouTube don't know all the answers to. So, including myself, there's a lot of stuff about YouTube that I'm just figuring out as I go. And that's why I like to think of YouTube as like one big experiment, okay? Trying new things all the time to see if they work. If something works, then do it more, do it again. If something doesn't work, well then the video you made or the thing you tried was not a waste of time because you've learned something. You've learned that something does not work for you in that moment for that topic, okay? There's a whole bunch of different things, and it's hard to learn any one thing if you change more than one variable. For those scientists out there, you know that the best science experiments would be if you leave a whole bunch of things the same, but just change one thing and see if that affects the outcome. That's almost impossible to do with YouTube because unless I made the exact same video, twice, and maybe I filmed it in two completely different locations, or, on a sunny day and a cloudy day, which day works best, in the woods or in my office, which location works best, exact same video is really the only way to compare that. But so it is hard. I understand that. But all you can do is the best you can do. And the good news is every time you make a video, that's another set of data that you're giving YouTube. That's more things you can learn from. Okay? Make a video, upload it, intentionally do some things to it, like do some things different to see how it resonates with your audience. All right? And measure the results. Measure the click-through rate, watch your average watch time, and all that stuff, all the analytics, right? That'll tell you how well your videos are doing. especially with respect to your other videos. Okay, so yeah, that's all about running it like a business. Try to figure out what your audience wants to see from you and make videos like that. Try to figure out what your audience needs help with and make videos that help them. Okay, those are the types of videos that seem to do very well. But I'm getting a little bit off topic. My point is, if you want the most success, or if you want the best chance of success, you do kind of have to do some things like that, like running it like a business, but you don't have to do that, okay? You absolutely don't have to do that. Running YouTube as a hobby is completely acceptable, and that doesn't even mean you can't run it as a hobby and still make good money. You can. It's just that if you want to truly maximize your earnings, then you're going to have to do some things, some intentional things that might be a little bit outside your hobby. So for example, let's say there's a certain type of video you like to make. All right, you like to make a hobby type videos, whatever it is. It's a style you like. It's a style that you find is an easy way for you to make videos. So you kind of get in a groove and you're getting good at making those videos. But if you find that you're not getting the views that you want, okay, see, now that's a question about almost like a business question, okay? Because if you're truly doing this as a hobby, then who cares how many views you're getting, right? And that's because when I think hobby, I don't necessarily think revenue. It's like two different things. Again, it doesn't have to be, but that's just the way I think. If it's truly a hobby and you just want to do whatever it is you want to do, and you don't want to take any advice from people like me or from your algorithm, not your algorithm, your analytics even. If you don't want to even look at that ever, and I get that, some people don't. A lot of graphs, a lot of math. If you don't like math, then you might not like the analytics. If you don't ever want to look at that, then fine, it's a hobby, and whatever your revenue is going to end up being, it is what it is. And there's really no way to change that without really studying the results that you get. So now let me get back to niche and how to pick the best niche. Again, you do not have to if you don't want to, but for those of you who really do want some solid advice and are struggling with what niche to pick, because I hear this a lot too. I have too many interests. I've got a lot of things I'm interested in. I've lived a long life and I've learned a lot of stuff, and I want to make videos about everything I've learned. And that's cool. That's awesome. But if you really want to niche down, okay, then you have to identify one thing or a set of related things. All right. And when I say you have to, it's if you want to grow your channel, if you want the best chance of success, this is what you do. Think of everything you're good at and everything you're passionate about. Actually, start with passion. Everything you're passionate about. What do you love? What do you love to do that you could talk about for hours to your friends and family? Picture yourself going to, I don't know, a dinner party, a campfire, something, and you're with friends and family. What do you talk about? What do you want to talk about? Whatever you want to talk about, and can talk about for a long time. Maybe it's sports, maybe it's current events, whatever it is. That's a good place to start in terms of your passion, okay? Write it down. And write a bunch of things down, as many things as you can think of that you like to talk about and that you're passionate about. Is it camping? Is it sailing? Is it off-road dirt biking? I don't know. Whatever it is it traveling? Is it going on cruise ships? Running, exercising, whatever it is, write it all down, but then also write down things you're good at. Okay, and what I mean by that is maybe you've picked up some skills in your life you may not necessarily be passionate about, and you might not even think that it's that big of a deal. Like starting a campfire, okay? Not the easiest thing in the world to do for somebody who's never done it, right? But something that you could, make videos about if you wanted to. So other skills that you've picked up, maybe it's woodworking, maybe it's cooking, maybe it's gardening, whatever it is, write that down, stuff that you're good at. Maybe it has to do with your work. Now, a lot of people, again, get upset at this. I don't want to do anything to do with work because, I've worked 40 years and I want to leave that, but fine, don't write it down. But what I'm thinking of is things like if you're good at computers or making videos like this, or if there's certain software that you're good at that perhaps you could demonstrate to other people how to use, right, in YouTube videos. Might not be something you're passionate about, so maybe that doesn't go very far. But write it all down, and then you can pick from that list. But at this point, before you pick something, what you should do is try to define who your audience is, your ideal audience member, your ideal viewer, okay? Who are you making this video for, or these videos for? Define them, write them down. Are they male? Are they female? Maybe it doesn't matter. Are they over 40? Are they 20 or under? Are they retirement age? Are they housewives? Are they office workers? You know, whatever. Try to define who your ideal viewer is, and that'll help you maybe hone in on a niche that you can make videos about. Okay? Again, this is for people who want to figure out how to come up with their perfect niche, all right? Or the best niche for them. But if you just want to know what the best niches are, what niches work best, what niches make the most money, I can give you that list. It's got to do with health and fitness, or like dieting, health, fitness, working out, or making money, okay? How to make money fast. Lots of it. So videos that cover those niches do really well, and they make good money. Typically, if the channel's good, they'll make high RPM, okay? Revenue per 1,000 views tend to be higher for those types of videos. Okay, so that's a very short video for me to tell you that, but that's not what you're here for. Before I tell you what your best niche is, let me tell you my story and how I arrived at making the videos that I make. So 4.5 years ago, I started my YouTube channel, and I really didn't know what my niche was going to be. I knew I had watched the same videos you have. I knew it was a good idea to pick one and that I would have the best chance at success. And I wanted to do YouTube not necessarily just as a hobby, although I was very interested in it and I thought I would enjoy it, and I do. But I wanted to make some money with it. So I knew picking a niche was a good idea. But I didn't know what to pick. So what I did was I started off making video. I kind of identified 3 things. So I was a freelancer at the time, so I thought I can make money I can make videos to tell people how to, or teach people how to be freelancers and make money on Fiverr. Okay, that was one thing. I have been an entrepreneur on the internet for 25 years, so I could make videos on that, just how to make an income on the internet, right? So that's making money niche. That would be a good one. And the other one was YouTube, how to grow a YouTube channel. Now, I knew I couldn't start with that because I hadn't grown one myself, but I had been watching so many videos from guys like Sean Cannell at Think Media, Nick Nimmin, lots of guys like that teach people how to do this whole YouTube thing. And just because I was watching so many of those videos and I loved all the tech that went with it, I saw myself doing something similar. So I wrote that down as one of my niches that I wanted to explore. The other one was video editing, actually. So that's 4. How to edit videos. Now that I knew how to do very well, because that's pretty much how I was doing my freelance work, editing videos for other people. So I could teach people how to edit videos. All right. So that's what I started with. And when I really got going, I just thought, okay, I'm going to make videos on all these things. And I think I made one of each of those 4, or 3, not the YouTube one, but I made one of each. And then I noticed that the editing one that I had made was doing better than the other ones, so I made more of that. And I kind of continued down that path for a couple of years. Now, it did not grow at the rate that I was hoping, so I got frustrated and I gave it up a couple times. I think I took like an 8-month break and then a 20-month break at one point. I was very inconsistent. You know, I started with a bang. I made 9 videos my first month, but then I went like 8 months without making any more. And so, you know, what did I learn? I got half decent at making videos for YouTube for myself. And when I finally started up again, making more video editing videos, I then pivoted to make my first how to start a YouTube channel video. And it was geared around people over 40 because the people I had been making video editing videos for, that was around Camtasia, was the software. Most of the people who use Camtasia are professionals in the, they're either professors or teachers. They're in the educational field. And most of them are older, in my mind. That's what I figured. So I thought, all right, let's make videos for people over 40. Maybe these people would they're already making videos. Maybe they'd like to know how to start their own YouTube channels instead of just making videos at work with Camtasia. So I made that. I made the pivot. That did very well. So I continued down that road, making videos, encouraging people to grow their own YouTube channels. So that's the condensed version of my story. And the reason I told you that is to try to put your mind at ease that it's not that imperative that you pick your niche right away. You can kind of fall into it later. You just have to get started. But if you ask me what is your best niche, like the absolute best niche for you, and now I'm talking to you as if you are over 40, like I am. I'm over 50. So if you're older, like me, then you've probably learned a lot of stuff in your life. All right? You've got life experiences. You've experienced things and learned lessons from. Okay? Whatever they are, your story is unique to you. Okay? And you've probably got lots of stories to tell. Okay? So what I'm trying to tell you is you can draw from that to make videos to help people similar to you. So what I mean is, if you've gone through some things that, you might think they're pretty special or unique to you, maybe they were bad things, maybe you've experienced, a breakup, or loss of a job, or loss of a loved one, or something, and maybe you struggled with it, maybe you struggled with addiction or things like that. And maybe you're even still going through something. So whether you're still going through it or you've gone through it and come out on the other end, either way, there are people out there who would love to hear from you. Okay? There's people out there who may be a few steps behind you. Maybe they're still going through it or about to go through something that you are going through or have gone through, and they'd love to hear from you. Okay? They would love to watch videos that would help guide them through whatever it is they are going to go through. All right? And if you can make videos like that, sharing your experiences, the experience that you've gained over the vast number of years you've been around, again, I'm talking to us older folk here, those are the types of videos that really resonate with a lot of people. Okay? And now I'm not just talking about, so with your life experience, if you just want to make a video, just kind of like a show and tell type video is the way I refer to them, and just kind of talk about yourself and talk about your own situation and not relate it at all to anybody else, that's not going to work as well. If you want to do that just for documenting purposes, for instance, maybe it might even make you feel a little bit better, a little bit therapeutic even to do that. That's totally fine. But if you want to reach other people, that is how you grow a channel, if you're interested in doing that. And you can do that by helping people by sharing your life experiences. Okay? Does that make sense? It's a little vague, I understand that, but see, everybody's life is different. Everybody's gone through different things, so there's no real way to kind of nail it down, but that would be the ideal niche for you. Incorporate your own story in it. So a niche that is based on your own story, and when you make videos, you can share as little or as much as you want about your story. Okay, whatever is relevant, I suppose. Privacy is a concern. There may be things you don't want to share, and that's fine. That's totally fine. You don't have to. But every time you do share something about yourself in a video like that, it is so appreciated by people, because people are out there wanting to watch authentic videos. They want to watch real people talk about real issues, real life. And if you can do that and open up and help people through things they will be forever grateful. They will subscribe. They will comment, right? They'll like. You'll gain super fans that way, okay? And then you could just keep growing from there. You know, every video can feed off itself. You can get into live streams. You can advertise your live streams from your videos and vice versa. You take it as far as you want. But now we're getting back into kind of turning it into a business, right? Again, don't have to do that. But if you want to really make a good go at YouTube and be really successful, give yourself the best chance at success, then you do kind of have to treat it like a business. I know that's the ugly B word. People don't necessarily want to hear that. It is very rare for somebody to start a YouTube channel and not treat it kind of seriously and make it into a huge success. That doesn't usually happen. Usually successful channels are successful because there was some intentionality behind the videos they made and the topics they made the videos on, right? So food for thought. Sorry, I think this video is long enough. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. Be nice. Again, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm not trying to tell you. And yeah, I guess this stems from some comments that I received. I'm not even thinking about one in particular, but every once in a while I do get comments from people that say, you know, if I don't want to do that, I shouldn't have to do that. And you're totally right. You don't have to do, none of this is you have to do this, you have to do that. You know, everybody's YouTube journey is different, okay? Some treat it like a business and only business, and they don't even have fun at it. I don't necessarily like that. I treat it as a business and I have fun with it. That to me is the ideal combination. So anyways, enough of that. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. All right, bye. It's almost shorts weather. It's 10 degrees Celsius. I can feel it. I can feel it. Summer's around the corner. Shorts and no sweater. Maybe next week. I think my next video is going to be indoors. Inside, I want to make a video about how to live stream. I've been talking about that for a long time. Some of you are going to start to get upset at me if I don't come out with that video soon. Yeah, so this video Wednesday morning. Hopefully the live stream video Friday morning. Then maybe on the weekend I'll go into Halifax. Wow, that's loud. Is there anything else you want to see me make a video on? Let me know in the comments below. Be happy to hear from you. That's how I get most of my ideas, by the way. It's from you guys. It's from you. You give me all my ideas, whether it's in the live streams or the comments of my videos. My channel is, you are guiding my channel in the direction you want to see it go. So comment below. Let me know what you want to see from me. Do you like the ocean in the background? Is that better? Or would you prefer the trees? I think it's good to mix it up, have a variety of different types of videos. Now this is going to be my second or third in a row, I think, that I've made outside. So that's why the next one is going to be inside. So I think it's important. Mix things up. Keep things fresh for your audience. I'll see you next time. Bye.